Sunny Fit Fam? My name is Mandy. Here we are on the YouTube app here. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell because you know what? You can't miss one freaking workout, right? You got to get every single one in. So if you don't get the notification bell hit, then you're not going to get all the notifications. Anyway, I digress. This is a 15-minute pyramid style elliptical workout. Let's do this. Well, hello there again. It's Mandy with Sunny Health and Fitness, and we are on our recumbent elliptical, obviously with arms. And today we're gonna do a beautiful 15-minute 2-pyramid extravaganza, completely seated on the bike. Before we get going, do yourself a solid. Make sure that you have the length long enough that there's a soft bend in the knee as your leg completely extends and you keep your foot flat on the pad. If that's not the case, you need to make an adjustment on the saddle to come forward or backward to make sure you are working every muscle possible within the work. These handles here will slide down, and if your arms get tired and you cannot finish the work with the arms, you could always rest them here. We will be working with arms today, like riding a fun little bike, and away we go. So starting off first, as we just start to warm up, you'll notice the monitor in front of you. It's got speed, time, distance, calories, and the pulse. Calories and pulse, we probably won't be checking in on much. If you wanted to monitor your pulse, you could put your hands on the metal tabs like I talked about just a moment ago. That would mean we're not working arms. And in this instance, we are working arms, my friend. Arms and legs, baby. So check in on your breath. Are you leaning back into the bike? And are you working both arms and legs evenly? Right? We're not perfect people, but we're trying our best to find balance in the body. So as we do that, wiggle the toes, wiggle the fingers, draw the shoulders down. Maybe turn those corners of the mouth up a little bit because it does burn more calories when we smile versus frowning. Or just, what is it, resting B face, RBF. I have a little of it too, but I'm always talking, so I don't really have much of a rest face. All right, so as I mentioned a moment ago, we are gonna do 2 pyramids. The first pyramid will be a regular pyramid face up, and then we're gonna invert that pyramid for the second half. These 2 pyramids are 5 minutes in length, and between the 5 minutes, we'll have a short minute, let's call it 30 seconds, kind of recoup. In the 5 minutes within the pyramids, we will have a distance challenge. So think about the first pyramid being our baseline set, and then the second pyramid being an opportunity to meet or exceed the baseline that we set in the first 5 minutes. What's cool is I wrote it so that it's pretty much foolproof. You should be able to meet or exceed the distance you get from pyramid 1 to pyramid 2. If that's not the case today, well, hey, it's a goal to hit. So, I mean, I love a goal. Why not, right? Our warm-up officially is over and we're moving into pyramid 1. So the first thing we'll do is hit the reset button. When you hear that long beep, everything resets to 0, and now you'll notice the middle monitor says distance. We are officially in the distance realm. It is a 5-minute pyramid. We start low intensity, then we move to medium intensity, then we move to high intensity and back down the pyramid, right? So it's like low, medium, high, medium, low. This is my low, and if I'm using the RPM, which is the left-hand side, I'm running at about 40. So yeah, that's my low, and then I can kind of keep myself with integrity in that low intensity module. Now, we're about to move from low to medium, so check in on those RPMs again. Again, I'm about 41, and we start to pick up our pace. So medium intensity at a steady state. Steady state Aerobic cardio is beautiful for the body because it gets us moving and grooving. The circulatory system loves to be ambulated. We clean everything out, we feel good. Check in on those RPMs. We want them to be a little higher than our low intensity. For me, I'm at 47. So just using, you don't have to be anywhere near my numbers. Maybe you're way more fit than me and you're doing it way faster. Great, good for you. Now you know your baseline. So in 15 seconds, we go high intensity. Obviously, that high intensity is gonna be the highest number of your speed. And I love to look at the distance just to see how we're doing right now. I'm 0.28. We will reset for the next. All right, high intensity begins. So notice if you're whipping your body around. Just because it's high intensity does not mean we just flail around on our awesome recumbent bike. Instead, we work with purpose. My arms aren't just coming along for the ride, they're helping assist with the row action and push action. Notice your shoulders in space and check in. How are you doing on the RPMs? It's that first number on the bar line. Yeah, this is kind of fun. I'm having a good time. So my RPMs right now about 55. So it definitely is that high intensity, the top of the pyramid. We got 15 more seconds. Wiggle those toes. Notice if you're doing something funky with your feet, they should be flat on the pad. Okay, so we're gonna make our way down the mountain, meaning we move to medium intensity in 3, 2, and 1. So using the numbers we set previously, maybe they're a little higher, right? Maybe we're just maybe 1 or 2 higher. So 46, 47 is great for me. Just again, using these numbers for myself to help kind of create a little guideline for you. And these numbers can look totally different. But are they going in a pyramid style? Hopefully, yes, hopefully, right? We're not perfect, I know we covered that already. But how good does this feel to move the arms, the legs? How can we utilize the core just by drawing the navel back? Beautiful. How are you doing on the breath? Take a big one in for me. Let it all out. Okay, moving to low intensity here in 3, 2, slow it down. Really feel each element of this work. I don't know about you, but I can feel my shoulders working. I can feel a little bit of my arms working. And of course, my legs are working. So working on that slow or low intensity. I'm in the mid-40s here. And just take a quick gander at what kind of distance you've created so far. And that will also be one of the metrics we look at from pyramid to pyramid. Oh, fun. Oh, all right. We are ending pyramid 1 in about 15 seconds. And we will reset the monitor before we hit our second pyramid. There is a very short break here. We're looking at 30 seconds to just kind of recoup. You can slow yourself down in 5, 4, 3, 2, good. I'm gonna release the arms here for just a moment. Slow down my legs and just take a quick shoulder roll, head nod. Notice if you're holding any tension, maybe just wring out the hands. Because like I said, we don't have a long time. And just to kind of quick review the distance, I made it to 0.95. And I'm gonna hit reset right now because now we're moving into our second pyramid. So go ahead and hit that reset button with me. You're gonna hear that long beep. Pick up the handles and we start high intensity in 3, 2, all right, 1 minute. Now we've inverted the pyramid, right? We're looking for our RPMs, or rows per minute, to be at the high range. So inverting the pyramid means we start high, move medium, head low, go back up medium, and we finish with a bang. Check in, is your speed at the high speed, or is your rows per minute at the higher end? Mine's at 58. Good, Feet flat, wiggle those toes. Feel your whole sole of the foot making contact. Beautiful. Just about 10 more seconds and we'll move through medium. Just constantly moving, by the way. I know I didn't address this, but I have my resistance, the tension on this bike. Go ahead and move through medium, set right in the middle at 6. So if, say for example, like, oh my gosh, I've never been on this piece, I don't feel quite comfortable yet, set the tension a little bit lower. No need to sprint before we've even done any jogging, you know what I mean? So check in on that medium pace for yourself. I'm running at 51. And so far my distance is looking pretty good. Remember I mentioned distance at the end of pyramid 1. It was 0.94 or something like that. I'm really looking for the 10th of the mile. So, you know, if I get to 0.9, I'm gonna be pretty happy about it. Good, 10 more seconds, excuse me, more than 10. 10 seconds now. I wanna give you that whole minute in medium. Okay, now we're gonna move to the low point, right? So slow and methodical in 4, 3, relax the neck, 2, slow it down. Really feel every element. Can you feel right working with left and left working with right? This is also known as contralateral work. And that's how we walk. That's how we run. We run with the right arm, left leg forward, and then the left arm, right leg forward. Good, look at your feet, make sure they're pointed directly forward so we're in neutral. And then check those RPMs, how are you doing? I'm at 47. So I'm on the low end, but it's not as low as the beginning, right? And that's great. That means I'm for sure running probably in a good position to beat the distance from pyramid 1 to pyramid 2. Take a deep breath in with me. Sip in a little more, and let it out. Good. Moving back up the mountain to medium resistance in 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. Oh man, this is fun. I love having a goal. It really does make me stay committed to what I've gotten on the bike for, or whatever piece of equipment I'm on. It really helps hold me accountable as well. It makes me stay dialed in. You see folks at the gym, or maybe you just know that people do this, like they kind of skate through the workout watching a TV show or whatever. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but being really involved in your work, you notice things that you're doing, patterns you're creating, whether they're good, bad, or indifferent, and we can capitalize on that. So taking a moment, checking in on the hands, the shoulders, how the body's working for you. Very important. Okie dokie. Last minute at high intensity begins in 3, 2, and let's push. Again, I'm working with integrity. My shoulders are down. I'm really pushing my feet forward and then letting them come back through in that circular motion. My RPMs are topping out at about 66. So this is the highest number I've seen so far. Feeling pretty good about it, and even better, my minute's not even halfway up yet, and I'm officially crossing into a higher distance than my previous pyramid. So I'm winning this challenge as I speak. So now the rest of it's just icing on the cake. Okay, we've got 15 more seconds. Check in on your distance, check in on your breath, check in on your form. It's Recovery City, population us here in just a few moments. This is 7, 6, 5, breathe, 4. You can see that finish line, 3 seconds, 2. Begin to slow yourself down. Okay, how'd that go for you? That went really well for me. I ended up at 1.1 at the end. Begin to slow yourself down, so much so that you can slowly release the handles and just take your legs through a gentle, slow cycle. You can place your hands on your lap and just draw your shoulders down. Keep moving the legs. Nod the head a little bit side to side. Really relax the jaw, relax the muscles in the face. We'll slow ourselves down even further here until we feel like we can come to a stop safely. Step one foot off and the other foot off. You're still sitting up nice and tall. Roll the shoulders back behind you. Take the right arm, reach it overhead and feel the sideline stretch. Wring out the wrist. We were holding on to something, so it's a nice little moment to just kind of check in. How did things go? Did I start to clench my fists? Do I feel like I was clenching my jaw? That kind of thing. And like I was saying a moment ago, it's not about making a change right now, but being aware of what our habits might be. Place your hands at the top of this nice bar here and just dome your back. Slight tuck of the tail and you're gonna feel more stretching through the psoas. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears. Roll your way up, and we're finding a little cat-cow on the spike. So I'm sending my chest forward, chin to the sky, and my hips back. Let's do 2 more. Exhale to round in, drop the shoulders, tuck the tail, and inhale to open out. Nice. Last one. Rounding in, just holding the top of the monitor, and lifting up and out. Good. Once we're there, go ahead and sit back and lift a leg, just ankle circle, move that ankle joint around, point and flex the toes. Do the other leg, check in with yourself. I don't know about you, but that was kind of fun. I mean, fun and fitness, wild times. All right, let's give each other a little golf clap, just a little tiny one, so prim and proper. Have such a wonderful rest of your day. We will see you here on YouTube again very soon. I can just feel it. Comment below on what your favorite part of the workout was, and we'll see you very soon. Thanks for rowing.